Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sorry, yes, I do. I have it on a slide so we can look at stuff, okay? Um, all right. Okay, so here is your 90-day, I'm gonna collapse you guys here, your 90-day organization challenge. You guys have got this. I know some of you are familiar with it. So basically what we're going to be doing with this challenge is we're going to help you figure out time and being able to check it off of a list of all like some of the different things that you need to be doing on a daily basis, okay? So, the focus of the tracker, it helps you with your mindset and your intentions. It helps with daily reminders of the actionable items you need to do in your business. And it is a prompter for social media and follow-up activities. So the rules for the challenge are on Sundays, I will post a Google form for you to turn in your tracker and a picture of it. So when you see that post come up, just post a picture of your form and then there'll be a Google form up. I'm sorry, post a picture of your tracker. So just take a picture of it with your camera on your phone and then fill out the Google form because that Google form is what I like copy and know who submitted actually, instead of me having to go back through all the posts every week. So that'll be posted on the bandwagon page. And then the challenge is will run from tomorrow, because tomorrow starts the last 90 days of the year through December 31st for the fourth quarter. So on January 1st, more than likely, I will draw from the monthly submissions for a team member to win 50 Pampered Chef dollars. Your tracker can be printed from the post. There's going to be, when we're done on the call tonight, I'm going to post the new tracker for the last 90 days on the team page, on bandwagon page. And then it'll be in the files on the bandwagon page too. And then we'll talk about this in a minute, but there's something called daily prompts. Those will be listed in the files on the bandwagon page as well. Okay. Anybody have any?
Kelly,
Yeah. Anybody have any?
so like I had printed off the second quarter one,
Yep.
but then didn't use them. So I mean, can I
You're
just
fine.
use those and just change
Yep.
it to four? I mean, they'll all be the same, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
it's basically the same thing. I just changed the top of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's just all I do. Nope. So that's fine. If you've already printed it, don't waste paper if you don't
Okay.
want to. Yep, totally fine. Okay. Hold on here. Okay. So how to use the 90-day tracker. So this is, as a matter of fact, my picture has the second quarter challenge on here, Kim, because I was like, why change it? So this is what your tracker sheet will look like. Some people will print it week by week. Some people will print it out for the entire 13 weeks of the challenge. So do whatever you want to do. Some people use it and then they write notes on the back of it and they kind of use this as their tracker. Betsy, you do this like very often. Do you put notes on the back or anything, or do you have your notes in some? Oh, look at, she's saying yes. So tell me, Betsy. She's got to unmute herself.
There we go. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah, so I do on the back of there, then like um, my, I can't even think what they're called, my daily goals.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll make 5 separate sections on the back of the page. And then like I've got a Monday goal, a Tuesday goal. I give myself a break on Saturday and Sundays.
Yeah. And
Normally I
that's
only do it
fine.
for 5 days.
Yep.
Because
That's fine.
that I know I can commit to. But if I miss a day during the week, then I know that I got to take one on Saturday or Sunday. But that's just me. It makes me feel like I'm more committed to my business if I give myself boundaries.
Yep.
And then in those 5 day periods, I also write down my 10 bookings that I do, what I posted on, if I posted on my VIP page, just different things like that. So I don't actually duplicate what I do, that I
Mm-hmm.
know to go and look there before I do something else.
Sure. And the thing is too, is that I actually in the daily prompts, I don't give you ones for Saturday and Sunday. And basically what my thing is on that is don't do it Saturday and Sunday if you don't want to. Give yourself a little bit of a break. But it also is a good time for you to come up with your own prompt for the day. So that gives you a little bit of practice on things to come up with. But honestly, I'm going to give you 90 days worth of posts. I'm sorry, 30 days worth of posts, but they can turn around November 1st and you can start on day one again and use the same, you might have to reword it a little bit, but you can continuously reuse and repurpose these daily prompts. Okay. Or by then you might feel like you kind of get the gist of it and you can come up with your own content then. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next page here. So box number 1 that was at the top there. So this box is to help you connect and build relationships. The goal is to engage with new people and to ensure people see the content you are posting. Try to connect with new people too. Connect with people that have similar interests to you. So even like if you want to venture out and try to find groups that you're in, like I'm in a lot of groups that talk about like meal planning and 30-minute meals and things like, like things like that, or freezer meal type stuff. So then that gives me an opportunity. I'll go into a group like that and connect with people. And who knows, somebody might message me or respond back to me. And it could be a potential new customer, in that category of things that I like. So, I mean, it could be whatever you like, but you could comment on there and maybe just start having a conversation with somebody. Because then they might be like, oh, and what do you do? And blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, you're talking about your business. Okay. Birthday messages, engage in stories and Instagrams on Facebook. So if you see a story that kind of resonates with you up on the Facebook reel or at the top of your Facebook, comment. That goes directly into their messenger when you comment on those stories. Okay. And you might get a response back from somebody. Intentional comments on social posts. One thing that I want you to remember is when you're making intentional comments on people's posts, you want to make sure you're responding with at least 4 to 5 words, not just like great or exciting, stuff like that. When you post more than 4 or 5 words on there, Facebook recognizes that you're like invested and that you're in actually taking time to engage with somebody. So it'll help boost your algorithms when you do that. Okay. And then other things too is like maybe if you're working with somebody on recruiting right now, you could use voice clips in Facebook Messenger and kind of share your vision about like, what your goals are and what you love about your business and stuff. So that voice clip thing is another really awesome way to engage with people. Sometimes just hearing a voice is helpful in kind of putting, kind of like the whole name with a face thing. So they can hear your voice, they can hear your excitement. Sometimes we know that typing things, texting things doesn't always translate the same sometimes as you mean it. So sometimes hearing a voice is a lot better. Okay. Anybody have any questions on that box? No? Okay. Box 2. So this box reminds you to do your follow-up work in customer care. It keeps you on track to remember to do these items daily. Because how often do we forget about doing our customer care and talking with people? Did they get their order? Is everything out of the box? Are you using it? All of that stuff. So check in on your customers and your hosts. Reconnect with old leads or conversations with leads, invite to chat or make an offer to join. So sometimes we need to do that. When I just did my announcement on what I put in the box for today, that was one of the things I did is sometimes we, say we had a party in June and this person was going to book, but then they never really gave you a date. Go back and kind of look at those people and see if you're missing everybody. You could even go back further than that. You might have somebody, if you've been around for a while, see if there's anybody even from last fall that you might have missed. This is your opportunity to kind of do those check-ins, and maybe you can get some bookings out of that. So reach out to customers about new product launches or upcoming host specials. Today is the perfect day for stuff like that. We can share the holiday items or the winter items. We can share that there's a stoneware sale this month. We can share the new October, what the host special and the guest specials are for this month. And obviously we can share the 44th anniversary special. So we've always got stuff, they give us so many opportunities. Home office gives us all these amazing opportunities to be able to have a reason to reach out and connect with our customers and our hosts. Okay. Anybody question on that one? Okay. All right, box 3. This box gets you posting daily on social media. This is a big part of our job nowadays, whether we like it or not. It is what it is. The big thing to remember when you're posting on social is that it always has to have a call to action in your post. So call to action are things like comment below, drop an emoji. Oops, I have a typo there. See my stories for more. Click the link in my bio, or, just anything like that. Or, just if you posted about the dinner that you made, you could say something like, because I used rotisserie chicken tonight. I could say, oh, quick and easy meal with rotisserie chicken, steamed green beans, and mashed potatoes. What do you like to use rotisserie chicken for? Boom, you've got a post for the day. So always be giving them a reason to message you back. Okay. I have posted a list of the daily prompts. I will put, it'll be in there, but this is kind of what it looks like. So it'll have like day 1, and I do talk about like what the hook is of the day. So the hook is like the thing that's going to get them to stop and actually read your post. So like tomorrow, for instance, it's going to say, bet you didn't know this. I made this mistake once. I mean, I'm sorry. These are like some ways that you can start it. Bet you didn't know this. I made this mistake once. 3 things you need to know if you want to change. I was wrong about, or I wish someone had told me. So those are some choices that you have for tomorrow. And then talk about what you wish you had done, what you would do now, what all of that stuff. And then this one, I would simply say something like, what is something that you wish, someone would have told you before you were, an adult or whatever you're going to do. And then the big thing too with these is when you're posting on social like this, we need to be sure that we're doing pictures. The majority of them are going to be pictures of ourselves. They're going to be, well-lit pictures, you smiling. So be thinking about that, and not saying that you need to take like a bazillion pictures of yourself, but like if you're having a good day and you look pretty good, take some selfies. Have them like kind of saved on your phone. So when you're ready to do a post like this, you're not like scrambling. You're like, oh crap, it's 7:30 in the morning and I haven't gotten ready yet. Not that you don't, you can post a picture of yourself that you haven't gotten ready yet too, but do you know what I mean? Like we're starting to learn here a little bit about content creation when we're doing this too. Think about things, that you're doing in your everyday life. Kim Schroeder was just telling me last night when I was on a call with her, she was saying that on Sunday, she made a whole bunch of meals for the week. And that was pretty much what she did all day on Sunday when she was cooking, is she was taking pictures. She did couple little videos with it. So she like basically content created for this whole week for all of her posts. And it's like, oh my gosh, like that's like to the point that we want to get sometime, like that would be like the goal, is to get it where you're not having to like come up with it mid making dinner. Do you know what I mean? So you're not like, oh my gosh, that's right. Shoot, I should take a picture. I shouldn't have cut this first. You know what I mean? Like thinking ahead a little bit. Okay. So giving you ideas for the prompts will be on there. And if you ever have a question on one, just let me know and I can kind of guide you on that. So I have a list of the daily prompts for you to use in the files. You will use them, and then when the new month starts, like I said, you can repeat them again. On the weekends, come up with your own, or like I said, if you want to skip the weekends, that's fine too. It will help you to start figuring this out. Because like I said, I do have Monday through Sunday on this tracker, but I am not going to like count you as not turning in your tracker if you didn't do Saturday and Sunday. That's not what this is about. This is about you getting as consistent as you can with these tasks. So I'm not ever going to be like, oh, Betsy, you didn't do anything on Thursday and Friday. That's not, like I said, that's not what it's about. And the other thing too is like, if you miss a week and you forget to turn it in, or you just had a bad week and it just wasn't good and you didn't mark anything, then pick it up the next week and then post the following week. It's not like you have to post every week to be counted in the challenge. You can skip weeks, come back when you feel ready. I know we all have bad weeks. We have things that come up and sometimes it's not doable. That's just life. But this is hopefully going to help you be a little bit more consistent with stuff like this. Okay. because God knows I'm not always good at it either. So, all right, this will help you start to figure things out. So, box 4. So, box 3 and 4 can be used to cross post with each other. So, again, always giving a call to action. But if you make a reel, post it to your VIP or use the content in the reel to post to your stories. So, working smarter, not harder. So, you can make your post. Say it was the one that I just said about rotisserie chicken. I might take that picture and put it up in my stories and be like, oh, this was so delicious, and then you don't even have to put a call to action in stories. You can just put something like that. Then I might take it over and put it in my VIP page and, say something like, what did you make for dinner tonight? This is what we had. Just repurpose. It can be the same picture, but you can repurpose it in different areas. So get into the habit of doing that. It's the whole working smarter, not harder. Okay. You can also use the hashtags of let's get cooking together, hashtag side hustle with heart, and hashtag PC products. We're not really doing, they're not doing the social media challenges so much anymore because they have kind of so much listed in marketing imagery now and they've got like the dash training on social media. So I can't think they kind of like stopped that. So the PC products one, but still it just catches people's attention. So even hashtag pamper Jeff, whatever you want to put in there. So product or businesses or business in your stories, create a reel or TikTok, go live, post in your VIP or your business page. So those are some different options that you can do with those. It's not like everything that I have listed in these rectangles either. You don't have to do every single one of them. It's giving you ideas of what this box would be checked off for. Okay. Anybody have any questions on that one? And I know like there's some people that are like, oh my God, I've never made a reel. It's okay. Start off by using just pictures in it and writing a little bit on it. Maybe we'll do a training on reels because we maybe haven't done that for a long time. So maybe we'll do a training on that. Is anybody like freaked out about doing stuff like that? I'm getting a lot of blank stares.
I've never done a reel, but I
Mhm.
could probably figure it out.
Yeah, they're not actually very hard at all. I think they're a little bit trickier on Instagram. That's just my personal opinion. So I tend to do them more on Facebook, but I also have
Also not good on Instagram.
that's another thing I'm working on is being better on Instagram. However, I have my Facebook profile linked to my Instagram. So if I do post something in stories or whatever, it does show up on Instagram. And my posts will show up on Instagram too, because I have the accounts linked. So that's something if you need help with or something too, let me know. I can try that one. I'm still not, I think I had to push some button somewhere to get it to do that. So, but that's nice because then it's like, it's doing it for you already in 2 different places and you didn't have to worry about it. All right. Box 5. This box is about you and your mindset. And in my opinion, it's the most important box. I actually should probably put this on the very first box, but I don't really want to mess with the document that I created it on. So maybe in January, I'll switch it around when I have some more time. Because I have like so much time. You're going to write your goals and keep writing the same ones every day as if you've already achieved them. So, example, like I sell $5,000 per month. That could be, I know I'm being crazy there for some of you, but like set a goal and write it as if it's already happened. The original idea behind this was from a person that I follow. Her name is Rachel Hollis. I know you guys have heard me talk about her before. She did this practice for years and years and years. And she would just do it in like a notebook or whatever. And she would do it every single day. She would write 5 things she was grateful for. And then she would write 10 goals in writing them as if they already happened. And one of her big goals was to be a New York Times bestseller. And it took her 10 years before that actually happened. But now I think she's going to be releasing, I think it's her 6th book in January. And I'm sure that that one will probably go to bestseller status, too. So it's like you're training your brain. Your brain is way dumb. It doesn't know as much as we think it does. And if you keep giving it and feeding it positivity like that, it's going to help bring things to fruition. So one of the ones that was with me, because I kind of take my 10 and I do like a few about my like relationship and my family, and then a few about like a little bit more like personal to me, like wellness wise. And then like I do my business. And one of them is that I am debt free. That was a big thing for me that I wanted before Daryl and I got married. I didn't want to come into our marriage with any like credit card debt, anything like that. And that was a big goal of mine. And I worked on it and I was able to complete that before Daryl and I even moved in together. But I wrote it every day and it reminded me to think about like, oh, can I put an extra $100 down this week? Can I do, you know what I mean? That was just, that was just how I did. So that was like one thing for me that was awesome on here. Um, so I sell $5,000 per month, or I do 8 virtual parties a week. So think about what your goal is and then write it as if it's already happened. And please feel free. This is about your mindset. So we need to be, doing good with ourselves, with our family, everything. So please feel free to break it down and don't make every single goal about your business necessarily. So our mind is a powerful thing. And if we feed it with our mind is a powerful thing if we feed it with positivity. So at the end of the 90 days, you will reassess the goals and see if any were achieved and need to be changed or updated. So Betsy was misinterpreted that in the beginning. Betsy thought she had to write 5 new goals every day. And it can even be like a goal in the form of a positive affirmation, if you will, but it's not that. You're going to continue to write the same like 5 goals every week. And then when you achieve one of them, then you can add something new. Or like I said, reevaluate it at the end of each we can reevaluate it at the end of each 30 days if you want to, but each, 90 days. But, this is also this challenge like this. When we do this, it helps us look at our business in 90-day increments, and we have 4 quarters in the year. We do a lot of recognition with you guys based on quarterly happenings with our Dinner of Excellence. So that's going to be like, I'll be announcing the earners of Dinner of Excellence for the 3rd quarter. And I take everybody that's local, I take them out to dinner. And if we're not local, then we offer an alternate prize for that for people that earn Dinner of Excellence. But that's the reason I do it the way we do it, is because I want you to be thinking about your business, in 4 quarters of a year and break it down. It's not so scary to be like, I want to walk the stage at conference. That can be one of your goals, but like, what do I need to do this month or this quarter to get me to where I'm closer to becoming a director or a team leader, or to get $5,000 in sales every month? What do I need to do? And it just helps you with that. Okay. So make a list of 5 to 10, write them out. Don't like go crazy. If you want to start with 5, even if you need to start with 3, that's okay. And then write these goals if they've already happened. And then you're done for the day. Okay. A lot of people, especially with the posts, end up figuring out that they can do this in like 15 to 20 minutes and get everything kind of crossed off your box. Betsy, how do you feel about that? Like, now that you've got a system in place, how does it? She's
Well,
laughing. She's laughing. So
I should be like the world's richest woman for every goal that I wrote out that 1st quarter was.
well, yeah,
I mean, seriously, I shouldn't even be here any longer. I think I should.
I should be a national executive director, and everybody should be.
I'm pushing the owner saying, "Look out, I'm coming through."
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. No, I actually, when I finally figured it out with Kelly's help and understanding it, I would do the 5 goals, but I would do three Pampered Chef goals, and I would do 2 personal goals.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because I could not come up with 5 Pampered Chef goals for my business. So like for one day I would do my 3 Pampered Chef goals, but then I'd say, I watered all my plants in my house today, or, something that was just totally off the wall. Then when I'm watering my plants, I'd start thinking, I'm like, oh, I could do that, or I could do a reel on this. And, just then that's when the creativity starts.
Yeah.
When you don't have to work at trying to think of goals for your business. I mean, to me, when I did it, I worked too hard at it that I made myself frustrated.
Right. And that's where I'm saying, like, don't go and make 10, write 10 goals, unless you're trying to like break it down into different, parts of your life. That might be, that might be okay. But like I said, I don't want you to get frustrated with this. And I'm so glad Betsy said something to me, because then we talked about it and she was like, oh, like, I'm like, no, you're not trying to come up with, different goals every day. Like, my gosh, I mean, you may have a daily goal. Your daily goal might be to be consistent with your tracker every day. I've like the positive affirmation you could say for that, or the goal you could write for that is, I track on my tracker every Monday through Friday, or something like that, where it's like you've already done it. But yes, anytime you're feeling doubt though, turn it around and try to think of a way for you to turn the words to make it positive. Like Carrie that's on the call. I said that, whatever night was that, last night? I don't know, remember what night it was. No, Sunday night it was. It's Tuesday. Sunday night, I said to Carrie, because she was like super close to getting her 1250 in her first 90 days. And she was like, I think I'm going to get there. I hope I'm going to get there. And I'm like, you are going to get there. You're going to turn your mindset around and you're going to write it. And she did it yesterday. So she did it there. Yep. And she said, I did get there. Yep. So Carrie, see, you just got to turn. It's like the whole turn your frown upside down. It's like that. So you have to switch your thinking and try to think positively. And believe me, I know some days it's super, super hard. I had like super huge goals for this year. And I mean, I'm not saying that I'm still not getting to some of them, but they went to crap when my mom got sick, and we have to be able to shift and pivot and be okay with that. It's not always going to be perfect. I mean, Jenny's been around with me long enough that she knows that I've had a lot of ups and downs over the last 23 years in this business. So, you just have to be willing to roll with it. You do. It's this business ebbs and flows. We have crap stuff happening. Sarah, luckily she said that thing about Facebook today. I don't know if anybody has had any of those issues. I didn't, but, it's always something coming at us. So we've got to be able to like dodge things and just go with it. Okay. All right. So does anybody have any questions about how that tracker works? Does anybody want me to do where I get on the call with them and like a call with them in the morning to work on it? I mean, it's really, I mean, we did it that one week, and I did it in August when I was doing it in the GET program. Although I know it's just really hard with people's schedules that it doesn't work, but I'm willing to do that with somebody if they want me to. Let's just put it that way. Babes, you're okay. Relax. So if anybody wants me to do that with them or walk them through it one day or something like that while you're working on it, let me know and I'd be happy to help you. Okay. Let me just read the chat here. Okay. You would love training on reels. Okay. All right. Hi.
I got this for you because I'm the world's greatest husband and I love you.
He went to parents' night or teacher night, and one of his former students had him walk out on volleyball with him as her favorite teacher. So
I drove all the way to Mexico for that fresh.
that was nice of him to give it to me, though. He's funny. So, anyway, nerd alert. Let me know if anybody needs any help with any of this stuff. And you know what? I will talk to the director team and see if we can do some extra trainings. I've been want to do some more pop-up trainings like that, like once a month or something. I mean, we just have had a lot now the last week or so, just because we're trying to take advantage of everything that we can in this challenge. So I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but no, I think that would be worth doing a real training again. Because we haven't done one for probably like 2 years, I think it's been. So, it
Kelly,
probably changed.
check with Brandy because I could have sworn Brandy just did one in the
She
get
probably did.
together.
Yep.
Yeah, we just did one a few weeks ago and there might be a YouTube on it.
Yep. We did. And I was hoping that, we'd like try to do some of that. Like, so we can kind of do some of that, like a little bit more, like all the teams do it together. So we're
Oh, I
not all
see.
having to try to do like multiple different trainings and stuff. So we've kind of talked about that a little bit, but no, I want to do some stuff like that. And just sometimes it's little things like we did that one I did that one with some of you guys last month. Well, on my personal team, I did where in Crystal's team, we did where we just went through the new website, just clicked on where did everything move to and why do we, why is this here? And, all that stuff. Sometimes we just need refreshers on that, especially if we're new. It's overwhelming when you're first looking at everything and going, where do I click for this? So I feel lucky because I was in the pilot program for the website change. So I'd been using it since June like that. So, but I probably would have freaked out on the day it started and been like, where's my track? Where's this and stuff. So, but I think I've got it down pretty good now. Is everybody kind of feeling like they're maneuvering around the new website? Okay. I think so. I like the way I think it makes more sense now. So, but anybody else have a question? Otherwise, I'll get you guys off of here. No? Okay. Sounds good. I will get stuff posted so you guys have your new tracker. And remember, it starts tomorrow. And then I'll have my first, it'll be kind of a short week, obviously, this week, but the first where you have to post it'll be Sunday, okay? All right, sounds good. Don't ever hesitate to ask me a question. You're not bugging me. That's my job, okay? Sound good? Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
All right, good
Thank
night.
you.
Yep, you're welcome. Goodbye.